Hello and welcome to Dad Got This, where we answer the tough questions like, can you smoke a meatloaf on the Ninja Woodfire? And why did the cow go to the gym? That one's easy. He wanted to beef up. This one is another user request. I went on my community page and I posted a question. What do you guys want to see? One of you guys said you wanted to see smoked meatloaf. Let's make a smoked meatloaf. The way my mom used to make meatloaf, it was a 50-50 mix of ground pork and ground beef. So that's what I'm gonna do. I have some pork that I ground myself from rib trimmings, and we're gonna get just shy of a pound. And these are some prime beef hamburger patties left over from another video, which should work just fine. Just about 2 pounds of meat. I wanted some onion in there, and I thought a little bit of red onion might give it a nice flavor. Normally I don't cook with red onion, but I thought it'd be different for this one, and we'll give it a try. About a half a red onion diced should be good. I absolutely love this cutting board with these little sections. It's from Sonder, LA. If you want to know more about these cutting boards, I made a video on them. Go ahead and check it out. I'll link it in the description, but they are fantastic. This one is like the perfect size. It's got these little sections for when I'm doing stuff like this. It's just great. I absolutely love it. Could not recommend it more. As a pretty big onion, I don't know if I'll use all that onion. Don't want to overpower this with onion. Maybe I'll use some of that in the gravy. Oh yeah, we're making a mushroom red wine gravy. I have to have gravy for my meatloaf. Meat. 2 eggs. Now you're gonna wanna mix your eggs in with your meat first before you start putting in all your dry ingredients, because otherwise the dry ingredients could like just stick to one part of the egg and they won't mix well. So this is always good to just do this first. And your hands with a glove is honestly the only way to go. Just really make sure you get that egg in there. Don't let any gooey egg remain. You're also trying to make sure you mix the pork and the beef so it's a nice combo. 1/4 cup of seasoned breadcrumbs. 1/4 cup of grated cheese. I'm using Pecorino Romano. 2 tablespoons of granulated garlic. You can use garlic powder. I just like the granulated better. 2 tablespoons of granulated onion. I believe the granulated is a thicker granule than powder. 2 teaspoons of sea salt. You can always add more salt later. You can never take salt away. 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Tablespoon of oregano. And a tablespoon of basil. I actually dehydrated this myself in the Ninja Woodfire. And because it's me and I love garlic, 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. Take some of our onion, sprinkle it in there. Time to mix. I think that's going to be plenty of onion in there. Time to form this into a meatloaf. Sure you got everything mixed well. Had some pockets there that weren't very well mixed. Now I'm going to make this into kind of a longer meatloaf log. Meatloaf. This is going to go in the fridge for a couple hours, or if you're in a rush, you can put it in the freezer for like 30 minutes. You just want it to chill up and really kind of form nicely. It's going to help it hold its form a little bit better while it's in the smoker. See you guys in a couple hours. You enjoying this video? Well, there's a few simple things you can do to help me out. 1, you could subscribe if you're not already. 2, you could give the video a like and hit that bell. All right? Time to whip up a really simple gravy. Got a stick of butter. We're gonna put this in a pan over like medium heat. Grab a handful of the rest of our onions. Nice big tablespoon of minced garlic. And we're gonna sweat these down for about 5 or 10 minutes. Keep your temperature low, watch it. When the garlic starts to brown, you're good. This only took a couple minutes. Baby Bella mushrooms. These are already pre-sliced. 8-ounce package. We're just gonna cook these a few minutes, a minute or two, let them soften up a little bit. 4 tablespoons of just regular old flour, about. Start with 2, see where it gets you. Okay, we're gonna go with 2 more. As you can see, I'm super precise with this. If they start to dry up a little bit like this, that's okay, because once we cook this flour out a little bit, just keep moving it so it doesn't burn. Won't take long. Beef broth. We're gonna start with a cup. Okay, we are definitely gonna need more than a cup. That is too thick. Now we're gonna add in 1/4 cup of red wine. It's very similar to my Jurassic pork red wine gravy that I made. Another cup of broth. Now we're getting close. We'll hit it with about a teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of pepper. Give that a stir. We're going to lower our temp. We do not want to burn the bottom. Give it a little taste. More salt. About a teaspoon. Then I want mine a tiny bit thinner, so I'm going to hit this with a little bit more, probably 1/2 cup. And this is where it's up to you. As thick as you want, as thin as you want. Add as much or as little broth to get it to that consistency you're looking for. Fresh spoon. That is perfect. That's gonna go really well with our meatloaf. Just let this simmer for 5 or 10 minutes and you'll be good to go. It is time to set up the wood fire, and we are gonna smoke this at 250 degrees Fahrenheit or Celsius until it reaches an internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit or Celsius. Let's get it set up. For this cook, I'm gonna use the Kona Premium Blend. I'll throw a link down in the description for these. These things are great. Fill your hopper up all the way to the top.
Right to the top.
Do the dad shake. The dad shake either compacts the pellets and makes them burn better, separates the pellets and gives them lots of air and makes them burn better, or does absolutely nothing. I still do it every time. After your dad shake, you can just top it off to make sure you're all the way at the top, if you like, if you're having ignition problems. But that never happens to me.
If you say so.
It's time to get this bad boy on the smoker. I'm gonna use my elevated rack, but I'm also gonna put this little rack on top because I'm afraid that the meatloaf will fall through this because it's just 1 row of slots. This has a crosshatch plate, which I think will do better. It's chilled up in the fridge for quite a while. It's holding its shape pretty well. To the smoker. We're gonna cut off a slicety slice. A little bit of gravy. That is an amazing meatloaf. It is juicy. It is packed with flavor, garlic. You get a punch of that little onion, little spiciness of the onion, a little bit of black pepper in there. And that mushroom red wine gravy is off the charts good. That's really good. Let's get one more bite. Perfect amount of smokiness in it. For the people who say that the Ninja Woodfire does not give you a smoky flavor, I don't know what you're doing wrong. If you would like to get this recipe and more Ninja Woodfire recipes, go ahead and check out dadgotthis.com. That is my website. I post all of my recipes there. I'm trying to get all my older recipes from the Ninja up there. Bear with me if it's not there. I'm working on it. I guess that answers the question of whether you can smoke a meatloaf on the Ninja Woodfire. That answer is a big fat yes. This is a great meatloaf. Please do the likey, subscribe stuff. YouTube loves the thumbs up. Leave a comment. I answer just about every comment in my comment section. And if you really want to support this channel, consider becoming a member. Members get 24-hour early access to videos, shout outs, producer credits. And if you become a top level member, you'll even get a holiday card from me and the kiddo. I guess that only leaves one question to answer. How does a mushroom clean its house? With a mush broom. Yeah, pretty bad. Dad may make fantastic meatloaf on the Ninja Woodfire. Tell horrible dad jokes. But one thing Dad will never do is an outro. So that's it. Bye.
This episode of Dad Got This was brought to you by our producers. Thank you very much.